What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho back with more Destiny 2, and today we're going to be talking about the best Crucible weapons you should get before the return of Trials of Osiris. So especially if you're a newer player to the game, this list might be more beneficial in a better equipping yourself to prepare for the return of Trials. So before we get into it, this list is not a definitive list. This is partially my opinion as well as popular opinion amongst the community. So if I do leave something out that you think should have been on this list, then go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So for the first weapon on the list, we're starting off with the Mindbender's Ambition shotgun. This is a legendary shotgun, and it's arguably one of the best shotguns for Crucible in the game right now. And the reason why this shotgun is so good right now is because it is very reliable as a one-shot kill from really good distances. So especially if you get a really good roll on it, it can become very deadly at very far distances. So the way you acquire this weapon is through the Hollowed Lair Nightfall Strike. And then in terms of the best roll, it's always going to be opinion based because everyone has different play styles, has different preferences. But if you want my recommendation, I'd say rifled barrel or full choke in the first slot, accurized rounds in the next slot, and then for the perks, I'd say slide shot or snapshot for the first perk, and then quick draw as the other perk. And then for the masterwork, range masterwork is probably the best one as well. So that's my preferred roll of this shotgun. But as of the making of this video, the Hollowed Lair is one of the Nightfall Strikes for this week. So if you are watching this on the week that I upload this video, then you can go ahead and try to farm for this weapon. But moving on, we got the Spare Rations Legendary Hand Cannon, and this one has a great time to kill. It has some good range as well, and it can roll some really good perk combinations on it. So one of the best hand cannons in the Crucible right now, and one of the more sought after ones by a lot of players. So this one can be earned from the Reckoning, and it's only available to farm when the Likeness of Oryx is the boss for that week for the Reckoning. And then in terms of the best roll, again, there's going to be varying opinions, but my preferred roll is probably going to be full bore in the first slot, and then ricochet rounds in the next slot. For the first perk, probably either rapid hit or snapshot, and then for the other perk, kill clip or rangefinder, and then for the masterwork, a range masterwork as well. So it could be varying depending on playstyles and opinions, but that's one of my preferred versions for the Spare Rations. And then moving on to the next weapon, we got the beloved sniper rifle. So this one is one of the best sniper rifles in Crucible. There's actually a lot of good sniper rifles in Crucible. You can use the Twilight Oath as well. I'm going to talk about the Revoker later on in the video as well. But there's other good sniper rifles you can use. But the reason why this one is probably the easiest to get is because you can farm it and you can try to get the best rolls possible on this one. So it's the easiest one to farm. And if you're looking to get this weapon, you can get it from the Menagerie activity. And the reason why it's so easily farmable is because you have the Chalice of Opulence that can guarantee you get it to drop every time you complete the activity. So a really good way to farm for this weapon. And you can try to farm for the best perks, which is probably Snapshot and Quick Draw. So those are the best perk combinations for Crucible. But a really good weapon overall, and again, it's preference. You can use other snipers if you have good rolls on other ones as well. But moving on to the next weapon, we got the Thorn Exotic Hand Cannon. So this one is an infamous one from Destiny 1, and it returned in year 2 of Destiny 2. So this one is mainly good due to the fact that it does damage over time after you hit targets. And also what's good about it, if you get a kill on someone, it leaves behind a remnant. And once you pick up one of those remnants, it increases your damage over time on the targets that you're hitting as long as the perk is active. So it makes the weapon more powerful for a short period of time, and also it partially refills the magazine. So overall, a very solid weapon for Crucible. And then moving on to the next one, we got the Last Word Exotic Hand Cannon. This one is another infamous one that returned from Destiny 1. And the reason why this one is so good is because it's very good at medium to close range. It can really take out even people that are rushing you with shotguns. It has a very fast time to kill and a very fast fire rate. So that's what makes this weapon very powerful. You can really do good when you combo it with like a sniper or a longer range weapon, so you can protect yourself from people that are rushing you. So a very good weapon overall. And again, I forgot to mention this for the Thorn, but both of these are acquired through an exotic quest. And then moving on to the next weapon, we got the Bygones, a legendary pulse rifle, and this one is one of my personal favorites as well. So this one came out back in year 2 with Forsaken, and this one has been one of the more fan favorite pulse rifles ever since. So even though it's not as quick as the faster firing pulse rifles, it still has a great time to kill. And overall, after using it for a while, it just feels like a really good weapon to use. So this one is definitely one of my top recommendations, and it's really easy to farm for this weapon now, especially in Season of Dawn. So now that we're in the Empyrean Foundation event, you can farm it very easily by just picking up a time lost weapon bounty for Bygones and then turning in some polarized fractaline, and it will auto-complete after you turn in 400 fractaline, so you can farm it that way. So in terms of the best role, a lot of people say kill clip and outlaw is one of the best combinations for this weapon, but again, player preferences vary, so you can have varying opinions on the best role for this weapon. But rampage could be another perk instead of kill clip. And I know a lot of people like full auto on this weapon sometimes as well. So it's varying based on your playstyle, based on your preferences. But regardless if you have the perfect roll on it or not, it's still a very good weapon overall. And then moving on, we got the revoker. So I spoke about this previously earlier when we were talking about the beloved. And it's another sniper rifle. This time it's a pinnacle sniper rifle though, so you have to earn it through a quest from Lord Shaxx, and it involves getting sniper kills in Crucible. So that's how you acquire this weapon. And the unique part about this weapon is that it has a perk called Reversal of Fortune, and this allows you to refill an ammo to the magazine if you miss a target. So this perk can be beneficial, especially because special ammo can be scarce in Crucible scenarios. It also has Snapshot on this sniper rifle, which is always a great perk on snipers in Crucible. So overall, just a really good sniper, and that ammo perk can be beneficial, especially if you miss your shots a lot. The only difference is that this one goes in the kinetic slot, so you're gonna have to pair this with a good energy primary weapon, but overall it's still a really good sniper for Crucible. And then finally, for the last weapon, we got the Lord of Wolves exotic shotgun. So I had to include this one because of how powerful it is. Honestly, I don't like using this, and I don't like playing against it either. I know a lot of people feel the same way, but we had to include this one because of how strong it is. But basically, it's an exotic, and it fires like a burst of solar damage out of it. And then if you hold the reload button, you can release the wolves, and it makes the burst longer and more powerful as well. But unless Bungie makes a change to this weapon in the near future or in the next season, we're probably still gonna see this weapon appear, especially when Trials comes back. So that's another weapon that you're probably gonna see running around in the meta. And the way you acquire this weapon is from an exotic engram, or you can buy it from Xur if he's selling it on any specific week. But anyway, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Let me know if you guys have any other weapons that I forgot to mention in this video. You can leave it in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!